you up, and realizing it wasn't age that betrayed you, but a vitamin you trusted for years. Sounds impossible? Think again. There's a hidden mistake that's weakening seniors everywhere, and once you see what it is, you'll never look at your supplement shelf the same way again. Let me tell you about Mr. Leem. He was 74. Every morning, like clockwork, he stretched his legs, took his joint vitamins, walked for 30 minutes around the park. He believed he was doing everything right. But one morning, as he stood up from his wooden chair, a sharp pain shot through his left knee. Then came the sound. That unmistakable crackling, deep inside the joint. It felt like something had shifted, or slipped. He froze. That evening, going down the stairs, he hesitated. One foot hovered above the step. But his knees trembled. He gripped the railing. His heart raced. He whispered to himself, "What's happening to me?" If you've ever felt your knees betray you, you're not alone. Studies show that over 37% of people over 60 suffer from knee osteoarthritis. And what's more surprising? A large number of them are just like Mr. Leem. Active, disciplined, and taking daily supplements. But here's the twist. Many of them still get worse. Why? Because not all movement helps. And not all vitamins heal. Some exercise routines actually wear down cartilage faster. Some people take calcium or glucosamine. But at the wrong time, or without the nutrients that help absorption. And instead of healing, their joints slowly degenerate. It's heartbreaking. Because they're trying so hard. But their effort is being wasted on the wrong methods. This is the silent truth no one tells you. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what's right. You see, strong knees don't come from effort alone. They come from understanding. Knowing how the joint works. And what it truly needs after 60. Because when the knees go, they don't just take your strength. They take your freedom. Your ability to walk, to dance, even to pray without pain. So before you stretch again, before you take another pill, let me show you the truth about knee health after 60. It might change the way you move, for life. For decades, we've been told the same thing. Take your vitamins, they'll keep you healthy. And it makes sense. They come in bright bottles. They promise stronger bones, better joints, more energy. We trust them. But here's the truth no one talks about. Not all vitamins are safe. In fact, some can do real harm, especially to your joints. Take vitamin E, for example. It's praised for being an antioxidant. But in high doses, it may actually weaken cartilage and contribute to joint inflammation. Vitamin A. Too much of it has been linked to bone thinning and increased fracture risk. And omega-6. Yes, it's essential in small amounts. But when consumed in excess, especially through supplements, it can trigger inflammation in the body. And that includes your knees. Did you know your healthy multivitamin might be quietly sabotaging your knees? Let me explain. Some vitamins don't play well together. For example, too much zinc can block the absorption of copper, which is critical for collagen repair. And without enough copper, your joints don't rebuild. They break down. Another hidden problem: calcium overload. When taken at the wrong time, or without balancing nutrients like magnesium and vitamin K2, It can deposit in soft tissue instead of bones, leading to stiffness, inflammation, and even calcification in the joints. These aren't rare side effects. They happen slowly, silently, until one day you wonder why your knees are getting worse, not better. I knew someone once, a kind, energetic woman named Mrs. Lawn. She started taking joint supplements at 65. For 2 years, she never missed a dose. But instead of feeling relief, her knees became swollen, stiff, and painful. Doctors later discovered her vitamins were overloaded with omega-6 and lacked balancing nutrients. The very thing she trusted was slowly hurting her. The truth is, when it comes to vitamins, more is not better. Balance matters. Timing matters. Interactions matter. So before you reach for that next supplement, ask yourself, is this really helping my joints, or making them worse? Because your knees deserve better than guesswork. They deserve real care. Based on truth, not marketing. Joint pain is only the beginning. Left unchecked, the damage goes deeper, much deeper. As the cartilage wears away, your knees lose their natural cushion. Bone rubs against bone. Stiffness turns to swelling. And before long, even simple movements become painful. That's when the real consequences begin. You avoid stairs. You grip the railing every time you rise. You cancel that trip with friends, afraid you'll slow them down. You stop going out as much. Not because you don't want to, but because your knees say no. And slowly, you start to feel trapped in your own body. This was exactly what happened to Mr. Ton. He was 70, retired, gentle, and once full of energy. He thought he was just getting old. Moving less, feeling stiff, not as steady on his feet. But what he didn't realize, the real problem wasn't his age. It was his vitamins. For over 2 years, he had been taking high-dose supplements, including vitamin A, E, and omega-6, thinking they were helping his joints. But instead, his knees became worse. Swollen, weak, and painful with every step. He fell twice in 6 months. The doctors finally reviewed his supplements and uncovered the truth. His body had been overdosed with fat-soluble vitamins that built up in his tissues. They weren't healing him. They were harming him. And he's not alone. Studies show that excess vitamin A can lead to bone weakening and increased fracture risk, especially in older adults. Another study from the University of Maryland found that an imbalance of omega-6 in the body contributes to chronic inflammation, including joint damage. Now compare that to another group. A group that focused on getting vitamins from whole foods, used gentle joint movements, and took supplements only when needed, at the right dose. Their knees didn't get worse. In fact, they stayed strong. They moved with confidence. They lived with confidence. Because it's not about taking more. It's about taking what your body actually needs. No more guesswork. No more chasing miracle pills. Just smart, steady support, the way nature intended. Your knees are not beyond saving. Your balance is not gone forever. Your freedom is not lost. Your body wants to heal. But you have to stop feeding it the wrong things. Now that you know the truth, let's talk about what you can do, starting today. Step 1. Go to your medicine cabinet. Pick up every vitamin bottle. And read the labels, carefully. If you find high doses of vitamin A, E, or omega-6, it might be time to let them go. Because if they're doing more harm than good, they don't belong in your daily routine. Step 2. Follow these 3 golden rules for joint protection. White heavy checkmark: only supplement when you're truly deficient. No guesswork. Always consult a doctor or get a blood test first. White heavy checkmark: prioritize natural sources. Vitamins like D3, K2, omega-3, and collagen are powerful. But they work best when they come from real food. White heavy checkmark: move smart, not hard. Gentle movements like Tai Chi, water walking, or light resistance training can nourish your knees, without straining them. And what should your plate look like? Simple. Fatty fish like salmon or sardines, for omega-3. Fermented dairy, like kefir or yogurt, for calcium and K2. Dark leafy greens, packed with magnesium and antioxidants. And yes, bone broth, rich in natural collagen and minerals that rebuild your joints from within. Now here's a practical tip. If you're not sure whether your knees are already in trouble, do this simple test at home. Sit on a chair. Cross your arms. Now try to stand up, without using your hands. If you feel wobbly, if your knees tremble or feel weak, that's a sign. A signal your joints need help, now. Not later. Remember, you don't need expensive pills. You need the right ones, in the right amount, at the right time. Here's one more bonus. Start doing exercises that strengthen your thigh muscles, especially the quadriceps. Strong thighs take pressure off the knees. Even simple leg lifts, done daily, can make a big difference over time. Still not convinced? Let me share the story of Ms. Hoa. She was 68, retired, living with mild arthritis. For years, she took multiple vitamins without supervision. Her knees stayed weak. She thought it was just aging. Then, after watching a health program, she made a change. She stopped unnecessary supplements. Started eating better. Did light exercises every morning. 6 months later, she could walk longer, climb stairs more confidently, and even joined a local dance class. It wasn't magic. It was knowledge, consistency, and the right care. Because the truth is, your knees want to get better. Your body wants to heal. You just need to stop feeding it the wrong things. And start giving it what it truly needs. Let me leave you with this. Your legs are your freedom. And that freedom, it can slip away, not with age, but with one small mistake you didn't even know you were making. Every step matters. Because the moment you stop trusting your knees, you start hesitating, avoiding stairs, skipping trips, missing out on life. But imagine this. You, walking confidently next to your grandchild in the park. Climbing stairs without gripping the handrail. Traveling, dancing, praying, without pain, without fear. That's not just a dream. That's a future within your reach. And it all begins with a single decision. Just one right habit. One smart choice to let go of the wrong vitamins. One small shift in how you move, how you eat, how you protect your joints. Because the truth is, you don't need a shelf full of supplements. You need to know which ones truly work, and which ones are holding you back. Most people never hear this message. They keep doing what they've always done. Until their knees finally give out. But you're different. You're here. You're listening. You care about your strength, your independence, your future. So let me remind you of something powerful. It's never too late. Not for your knees. Not for your body. Not for your life. Your joints are still capable of healing, but only if you stop feeding them the wrong things, and start giving them the right care. Don't let one overlooked mistake decide how the rest of your life feels. You are stronger than you think. And your body is ready to support you, if you start now. So here's what you do next. White heavy checkmark, check your vitamins. White heavy checkmark, move smarter. White heavy checkmark, eat for your joints. White heavy checkmark, and most importantly, believe in your power to change. Because from this moment forward, every right step you take is a step back toward freedom. Now, if you found this helpful, if you care about your future, or someone you love who's quietly struggling, backhand index pointing right, share this video. Let it be the reason someone else doesn't fall. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button. Because the next truth I share might be the one that saves your knees, your strength, and your freedom. We're just getting started. If this message opened your eyes, if you believe your knees, your strength, and your freedom are worth protecting, don't keep this to yourself. Backhand index pointing right, share this video with someone you love. A friend. A parent. A neighbor. Because one small truth can save someone from a lifetime of pain. And if you never want to miss another life-changing insight, hit that subscribe button now. This isn't just a channel. It's a movement to help you age with power, not pain. Your best years aren't behind you. They're just getting started. Let's stay strong, together.